Good evening, I'm Allison Rosati.
And I'm Warner Saunders. 2 employees charged in criminal indictments at a northwest suburban Woodstock nursing home now face at least one civil suit by the family of one of the alleged victims.
Today, members of the family of Virginia Cole spoke to NBC5's Johnson, who's here now with their story. Dave?
Allison and Warner, Virginia Cole had only been living at the Woodstock residence, as it's called, for 3 months with no alarming health problems, but her family says in a matter of days she went from a joyful, outgoing residence to death, triggered by what they now claim was an apparent drug overdose. Virginia Cole's son-in-law had spent an entire day here checking out every facet of Woodstock residence and declaring it the best nursing home he could find for his wife's mother. But last Friday, director of nursing Penny Whitlock and one of its nurses, Marty Heimbaugh, were each charged with neglect and abuse of patient, accused of giving illegal injections of morphine. Whitlock allegedly calling Heimbaugh the angel of death. Hardly the words Virginia's son-in-law would now choose.
I wouldn't. You don't want to know the word I'd use.
Frank Lund says his wife is still too distraught to talk publicly about what happened. He insists these birthday party pictures accurately represent how physically able and mentally upbeat Virginia Cole was in the days prior to her sudden death. Back in the fall of 2006, she was rushed to the hospital, her body in severe distress.
Confusion, hypothermia, and bradycardia. In retrospect, these are all diagnoses consistent with a drug overdose.
4 days later, she was dead. 2 years later, after a 15-month Illinois State Police investigation, including 3 exhumations, Whitlock and Heimbaugh were charged with recklessly administering excessive doses of morphine to as many as 5 patients, including Virginia.
To the extent that someone was encouraging her to act as the angel of death, if that in fact is true and that charge is borne out, that doesn't sound like a stake to me.
Attorney Levin has been involved in hundreds of lawsuits involving nursing homes and claims that pay, training, and turnover are at the root of most problems he's seen. Woodstock residents had been cited previously for inadequate medication record keeping. We were unsuccessful in contacting a representative of the nursing home for a comment, but an attorney for one of the accused staff members labels the charges ridiculous. Allison, Warner.
All right, thank you, Dick.